Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AirMech 1v1 Love Hurts tournament, brought to you by the Exiled Court, organized by Cynical Llama and Dissident. You're watching OPTV. I am Steve, and I will be bringing you this exciting game in the tournament series. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Game C of the series, featuring in the upper left-hand corner, GamingPlayer. GamingPlayer going with that Lexi Striker approach. His opponent for this match in the bottom right-hand corner, going with the Nikolai Helix. Unusual combination and a little bit of a dance thrown in for good measure and good sportsmanship. Ladies and gentlemen, it is lol2me. Game is on right away. Both players instantly going for that middle outpost. GamingPlayer bringing in a single Gemini with Patcher support. Meanwhile, lol2me preparing some additional anti-mech support. That way, in case GamingPlayer tries to cheese onto this upper factory right here, he'll be met with a little bit of an unpleasant surprise. He needs to be careful. That Gemini close to death. That healing unit needs to kick in. It does kick in time. The jumpers are coming in. lol2me starting to completely lose control of this mid-fight. His units are too far back. They're not even really online. He's essentially already prepping as if he was going to lose this outpost initially and then fight for it afterwards. We're going to have to see, is this actually a good choice for him? And does it work out to be in his advantage? Or was this potentially a mistake as he tried to fortify those outposts? He's trying to move those units forward. He needs to get that healing unit going. He might need a second one, but he is providing some good resistance against GamingPlayer. Very, very methodically leapfrogging those units up ahead. He almost dies, but he does stay alive. However, GamingPlayer currently out-leveling him, but what is really more important is the fact that lol2me is actually winning this fight. GamingPlayer having a pull-off. He pulls his units off on the side. 3 Geminis, 1 Patchet. He's trying to come in on a flanking maneuver to the side to take off the units one by one. However, lol2me with first blood to using those Helix missiles. Perfect timing, and with that, he should be able to easily mop up everything that GamingPlayer has out here right now and give him complete control of the middle. So what looked like may have been like, was it a good choice or not as far as initially completely conceding the mid-battle and not fighting for it at all, in order to really more prep his battle lines to be able to quickly leapfrog and form a very strong line of units to meet the units as GamingPlayer could just bring them over 1 or 2 at a time. So far, it has worked out beautifully for him, and GamingPlayer doing exactly what lol2me predicted, bringing in that Gemini, cheesing up on this upward factory, trying to neutralize it out. All those extra creeps are there, keeping that factory alive. GamingPlayer able to come in with this factory still online with still 2 creeps left in there. Perfect planning by lol2me. So far, lol2me not a single mistake I've seen in this entire match. Everything has been spot on, fantastic planning. Can he keep it up? Can he win this? Or can GamingPlayer find some sort of window or area or opportunity to make it happen? He's trying to build up a little bit of a attack unit. He still wants that factory. He's still trying to get things. He's got a Seeker. He's got a few Geminis. He's got a Jammer in there. Will it be enough? Probably not. In all reality, probably not. lol2me way far ahead. 18 to 33 upkeep between these 2 players. lol2me just completely outproducing and outperforming GamingPlayer on every aspect of it. Doing a fantastic job. GamingPlayer really desperately trying to find some area of opportunity. He is heavily relying on this position right here and building up a large amount of units. He has lost the battle from mid, completely gone. Everything that he has is devoted to specifically this build-up right here. This is all or nothing right here. If he pushes this and if it's successful, he might be able to catch LOL with his hands down from the back and maybe find a window or an area of opportunity. If he can't, he has nothing to fall back on. He has nothing anywhere else on the map, and it will make it for just really an easy way for LOL to just push in, clear out, and make it happen. He's still continuing the build up. He finally decides to push out. 5 Geminis, 3 Patchers, 2 Seekers, and a Jammer all in here. Which way does it go? Does it go up or down? If he's smart, he would have just sent them straight towards the fortress itself. Then came in, tried to support it because he knows that there's going to be defenses here. So try to bring it in, try to support it, try to spread it out. or at least use it as some sort of distraction to then go ahead and neutralize out this outpost here. Just something to get a hold of some sort of ground. However, out of energy, almost out of life, he's got to retreat back fully. But an interesting choice that he actually makes. Rather than pushing and continuing forward, he realizes that fortress way too heavily fortified. And the fact that he made LOL devote all of his units, all his resources defending the fortress, he realizes this outpost completely undefended, and through that approach he will get control of this outpost. Is it enough now? He has a direct line straight to the enemy fortress. It is heavily defended. That is a significant amount of Geminis. It will absolutely require mech support to be able to do this, and he will also have to kill LOL. If LOL is there to support his base, there's no way that this push will be successful. GamingPlayer needs to prioritize LOL. He needs to take him out, and then he needs to spread it out. He brings in that Gemini as that sacrificial lamb, but he brings it in too soon. The Gemini is easily able to take it out before the rest of the attack wave arrives, and because of that, that defender's advantage is no longer neutralized, and LOL's units have the complete advantage in this situation. Meanwhile, GamingPlayer has a push of his own to deal with. Not quite as many units that he pushed in, but without any defenses at all. There's not much of anything that he can do about this. He's going to try to get that grinder. He's going to try to bring it online. But now that the threat from the fortress attack is no longer there, LOL is here to support his units, spread them out, and once you start spreading them out, there's just not much of anything you can do, especially if you're just going to throw a patcher down into the mix. That patcher just will not do anything significantly. GamingPlayer using that grinder as much as he can to his advantage. He's actually holding better than I would have expected him. LOL should have stayed here. He should have supported his units, continued to spread them out to avoid the pressure from that grinder. By spreading out his units much more, the grinder would have had a much harder time to deal with these units one by one rather than giant clumps. Even so, he flies in a few more units. He is now spreading them out. Even if GamingPlayer holds, which is getting to be questionable, the damage will be so significant that the comeback is virtually impossible at this point. I mean, we have sometimes seen unbelievable gameplay and unbelievable comebacks, but I'm not thinking that this might be one of them. Both players, though, at identical upkeep for whatever that's worth, but GamingPlayer is just in a very bad position. His back's against the wall. He has no control of the map. Everything is really going in LOL's favor. Yes, he's got that upper power station. Yes, he's got that bottom factory. He's got no units there to support them. LOL could take them over at any time without any resistance at all. GamingPlayer trying to prep up his fortress, trying to get extra units, but by doing it like this, he leaves tons of holes all over the place that LOL can do exactly what he did, especially as a helix. You can easily bring in your units, bring in a lot at one time, quickly just drop them down, find the holes, and do the damage. The real way that GamingPlayer would have any chance to try to survive this is he would have to completely button up every single hole that he has. And even then, it will just be too hard because LOL just can completely keep bringing in. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. It will be lol2me that will secure the win, will move on to the quarterfinals, and compete for the grand prize of the tournament. GamingPlayer tried his hardest. Unfortunately, in the end, he just couldn't make it happen. It was a valiant effort. Great approach getting that factory. If he could have supported his units better in the approach, maybe something different could have happened. But it just didn't go the way that he hoped. Ladies and gentlemen, that was Game C of the Love Hurts 1v1 tournament presented by the Exiled Court, organized by Cynical Llama, brought to you live right here on OPTVLive. I am Steve. Do not go anywhere because Game D comes up in just a moment.